Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to replace some awning fabric. The fifth wheel is 2014. It's the original fabric on the awning. It's 10 years old. We're starting to delaminate in spots. It has cracks, it has a couple tears in it, a couple holes. It's time. So we ordered one about a month ago, had it shipped to our kids' house. We finally made it to that state. So tomorrow the three of us are going to take this thing apart and replace the fabric. We also ordered a sunscreen which attaches right to the awning tube also. So we'll install that, see how it looks. Hopefully we can roll the shade up with the awning and not keep taking it out. Might be too thick, we're not sure yet. So we're going to record the process. It's a little easier than most of the awnings because ours is motorized, so there's no spring that we have to deal with. So it should be a fairly simple process. What we're going to do is on each end of the tube there's a couple retaining screws, so we'll mark those first and then pull them out and then drop the awning right down to the ground. I'll get up on the roof, we'll cut the awning, slide what's left over out of the track that's attached to the side of the camper, and then we'll take the tube and slide the awning, the rest of the awning out of that. We'll clean the tracks, we'll lubricate them so the new awning will slide in nice and easy so we don't have to wrestle with it. I recommend 2 people doing this job. We're lucky we're going to have 3, so it should go fairly simple, hopefully, knock on wood. We'll see what happens. The only drawback to this awning, it's factory. So the LED lights are mounted, it's an LED strip which is mounted on the awning tube. And the wire for that light is sewn into the seam along the edge of the fabric. That's going to be a problem. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull the wire out of the tube and cut it. Because I already spliced it in last year when I replaced that strip. And we're going to try and fish that wire out of that seam and let it dangle. Once we get the new fabric installed, I found this repair tape made specifically for awnings, canvas tents, any kind of canvas or nylon repair. It's about 3 inches wide. It's a 25-foot roll. So once you get the new fabric installed, from the edge of the fabric in 1.5 inches in a couple different places, I'll make a mark. Then we'll take the tape and we'll attach it to the top of the awning, the full length of it, or the full width, about 8 feet. And then we'll take the wire, holding it taut, put it underneath the edge and fold the tape over that and make a seam. And then on the other side, just so it matches, we'll do the same thing. Measure 1.5 inches, fold the tape up underneath so it looks like it was factory. That's the only solution I can come up with for maintaining the, keeping the original LED in that spot. I could just cut the wire and put a new LED strip underneath the awning and they stick right to the side of the camper. But I prefer to have it on the awning tube because I think it looks better. So we're going to try that. Fingers crossed that it works. Tomorrow you can just watch us do it. You might learn a few new 4-letter words, who knows. Stay tuned, see what happens. Wish us luck. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we got to take this, prep this awning. So what we have is this wire, which needs to get cut because the wire for the lights is sewn into this strip. So we're going to fish this wire all the way out of this awning fabric before we can put the new awning in. So what we did is we marked these screws, a couple of them, with some just a black marker so we can line them back up again. We'll take those out, same on the other side. take this whole tube right out of this thing. This is not spring loaded. Right in here is the motor. So we get lucky, we don't have to deal with the spring. So let's get going. All right, we got the awning cut. We got it removed from the arms. Now we're going to silicone this track so the new awning will slide in nice and easy. And after we're done siliconing this track, we're going to take the tube, spread it out, and take the old fabric off of the tube and get it lubricated and ready to go. All right, you ready? Yeah. So go ahead and grab that tube. Just pull it right out over that way. All right, so the hard part. Well, this thing's been on here for so long, I'm going to have to cut it. So hold the tube like that. I'm going to cut right down the seam because this thing's been sitting here for so long. I would just cut the seam right between the valance and the main part of the fabric, because that part's been on here for so long it's almost welded on there. So just cut it nice and easy so we don't scar the tube. Go ahead and pull that valance right out of there. Yeah, see how wet it got? It created like a suction.
Yeah, okay.
All right, now we'll just pull the, that should come up. And the old awning comes out just like that, the old fabric. All right, go ahead and put it down. All right, so we're going to wipe that dry. We're going to lubricate the two tracks, actually 3 tracks, one for the valance, one for the main part of the fabric, and then for the sunshade.
Remember which track goes where?
I have them marked.
Okay.
Yeah, I marked them on one side. So we just got to fold that up, get it out of the way.
All right,
And
let's fold them all up and
can't do
fold them
anything.
up and I'll take them up to the dumpster.
Can't do anything until Tyler gets here.
Okay, but I can take this to the dumpster.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. All right, let's fold up the old awning and get rid of it, the old fabric.
Let me grab that and walk out to the dumpster.
Yeah, we'll fold that up, and that's all she wrote. All right, now we just wait for Tyler to show up. As soon as the sun gets here with the new fabric, we'll get that ready to go. Got the new awning fabric. We're going to go unfold it and roll it up backwards. Make a tube. So this end goes up against the camper. Yeah, that faces where you can't see up top. So what we'll do is so I'll have to flip it over this way. All right, we got this thing rolled up in a tube. Now we're going to feed it over the top of the arms and slide it into the track, hopefully.
I'm going to set my side up there.
We're going to start from this end.
Okay.
You can grab it into that. So when we fold it down, wait a minute. Let me think about this for a minute.
Because then if we do it this way, this side will face up as we go through.
Oh, yeah, just be careful of that arm. Well, let's see if we got it facing the right way.
Color side facing down, right?
No.
It's upside down.
See, we had it backwards.
We're upside down.
All right, roll it up.
See what we got this side here. It's still. I think we rolled it up wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to re-roll it.
Go ahead and let it hang, Leslie.
How are you doing?
Hopefully we got it right.
Yeah. Three sides up.
All right. All right, the awning's hung. What's the matter?
There's a little bit of a nick.
We got a little nick right there.
Huh.
I'm wondering if when we did it the first time, when I was first moving it, I saw that it was snagging a
Yeah.
little bit. I wonder if it just. I mean, it's not torn through. It's just got a little nick in the vinyl.
All right. Well, not much we can do. All right, so we're gonna put the tube on next. If I had the extra money, I'd get one that had color on both sides. Because once this is up, who sees the top?
Yeah.
Right.
But I can only get solid colors, and it was black or white or.
Yeah, I like this. This
I
looks
couldn't
good.
find a solid
This
gray.
is a good one. We were trying to see when we were online. You never really know what color you're going to get. That matches good. I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
good color.
Yeah.
It's too bad it's on that side though.
Yeah. Oh, we can take it out and flip it around again.
We could, but that'd be weird. All right, let's slide this thing in the tube. I wonder if it'll make a difference on going the other direction.
It's sharp, but it's good enough to catch. You go
So once you get the awning fabric in place, before you screw it down to secure it, you want to roll it and unroll it a couple of times and make sure it's centered. You might have to adjust it a little bit. The best way to tell if it's centered is you look at the edge on either side of the roller tube as you're rolling it up, and you'll see if it's rolling straight on top of one another, or if it's rolling crooked then you just have to unroll it and slide the fabric a little bit just to make the adjustment so it rolls straight. It doesn't roll into like a cone. And that's it. It's a pretty easy job. Say you get 3 people, you save yourself a ton of money hiring someone to do it. It's a fun little project. Measure carefully before you buy your awning. That's important. There's plenty of information on Amazon that'll show you how to measure your fabric. Okay. Yeah. So when you put the silicone in the tube so you can slide the awning fabric in, don't use a lot because it'll end up leaking out a little bit. It'll stain your awning and you have to wipe it all down. Yeah, just use a little bit. You don't need I put too much. So the sunscreen, this one is 1 piece. I would highly recommend getting a 2-piece unit. So the 2-piece units have a zipper that goes the full length. So when you end up with is a 8-inch valance, and if you want the sunscreen, then you just add the second or the bottom half of it, zip it in place, and stake it down. The reason for that is the type of awning I have. You can't slide the screen in and out whenever you want. It's not designed for that. You have to take the power arm off, pull the tube out, install the screen, and then reattach the tube to the power arm, and it's just not doable. So unfortunately, we installed our screen. It's a 1-piece, so now when we stow this thing, we have to roll up the screen and the awning all at once, which makes the roll a little thicker when it gets up toward the camper. And then there's a little bit of a flap that hangs. So we have to come up with some kind of a way to attach the bottom of the screen, or fold it up and attach it to itself, so when we roll it, it's not going to have any overhang and it won't flap around when we're driving. So there's the screen. It's obviously an American flag blacked out. And then the fabric. Not much to see on the other side because it's white. The top is a gray that fades from a light gray to a dark gray. So if you look at this black strip, that's where we put the wire, so we can keep the LED lights the same location. So that strip is it's a fabric tape made for awning repair, tent repair. Stuff is amazing. So it's also weather resistant, so it should last a long time. And we did the same thing on the other side just so it matches, so it looks like it belongs there. So we got that strip all the way across. So here's the problem with the sunscreen. So you can see this power head right here. Now this is in the way of the track that this goes into. So once this is in for us, it's going to have to stay there. There are brands out there where 6 or 8 inches down, it's 2-piece, it's got the zipper that goes all the way across. So that's what you want. It's easier to roll up. So for us, we have to roll this whole thing with the awning fabric all at once. No, it works. I'd rather not have that, but it is what it is. I should have done a little more research. We'll make it work. But definitely 3-man job. A couple 6-foot ladders will help. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I apologize for not having 100% of the recording here. It's the battery died.